Andrew, we're talking about travel health insurance for snowbirds. I'd like to start off by having you explain how you can do your comparison shopping. Obviously, the quotes vary a fair bit, but so does the coverage vary from company to company. Maybe you can start off by just telling us how much prices might vary from firm to firm.
Well, Rob, it's a great question, and I think part of it in any search for any snowbirds thinking of going away is that it's definitely important to look for travel insurance. And part of it is looking at what they're currently covered for and identifying gaps where they can supplement that with other travel insurance. And travel insurance, the rates can vary enormously depending on your age, what kind of deductibles you want, the level of coverage. So it could go from anywhere from $15 to over $2,000.
Now, what causes that variation difference? Is it the coverage, or like is the $15 per policy basically full of holes and you are running huge risks about not getting it paid off?
Well, it always is. Insurance always ends up being your appetite for risk. So $15 is the right amount of coverage for someone who feels like they have other services or other benefits, perhaps a company insurance plan that also covers.
You don't necessarily want to go with the low-cost bidder.
Well, it all depends again on your own personal preference and your risk, your appetite for risk.
Let's say though that you're a senior and you're past your working years and you no longer have a company coverage and you've got your provincial. We should probably say how much the provincial health plan covers. Is that significant?
Well, the provincial health care, it's actually part of the reason we're actually kind of spoiled living here, where a lot of our health benefits are fully covered.
Right, but when you're out of the country, how much coverage would you get per day, basically?
It depends on what the actual incident is that actually coverage, especially and it's good to read up on all that before you leave, especially if you go down to the States.
How much could your potential bill be? Let's say you had a heart attack, a major serious heart attack while you're vacationing in Florida. How much could the bill be?
An average night in a hospital could cost you even $10,000. So depending on how much time you're there for recovery, depending if you have surgery, what kind of specialist they need to bring in, all these things add up, and that's why it's so important for people to shop around and actually read up on what they're covered.
All right, so shop for price and shop for the terms of the coverage.
Yes, definitely, because sometimes pricing alone isn't enough. You have to actually make sure that you're comparing apples to apples. It's not just the lowest price. You need to ensure that you're comparing equal coverages as well.
Thanks, Andrew.